If you've been waiting for Deadpool to join the MCU and break the fourth wall, bad news for you, because Deadpool is not going to be the first one to do it, because it sounds like She-Hulk will be the one that introduces this concept. And before you get mad, she did it before Deadpool. So don't get mad at that. She-Hulk has been around in Marvel Comics for a long time. Famously, in the late 80s, in her run, she started to literally break the fourth wall by acknowledging she's in a comic book and, in some panels, even talking to the reader. She did this more well than a decade before Deadpool was even created. So people are already mad saying they're ripping off Deadpool. It's the other way around. She-Hulk lost that in her runs because Deadpool just started doing it. It became like a thing because reasons. Anyways, this comes from the Direct, and they have it as an exclusive, and they are reporting that yes, this is something that will factor into She-Hulk. She will break the fourth wall in a way that Deadpool does it in the films. Now, they have nothing else to say according to what they've been told other than that this is something that is in the series. They do also say that it's currently unknown whether this will kind of tie into the in-universe story explanation or not, but that this is a way that they can introduce multiple real-world people as sort of cameos and interesting characters that pop up and they just play themselves. So I'm not saying this will happen, but let's say, for example, George Clooney is referenced, and suddenly George Clooney's in the courtroom. And they're like, oh, look, we mentioned you, you're from the real world. They could do something like that and have fun with it. But again, I think it's in context of how do you frame this without making it too ridiculous. Because, again, if She-Hulk, for example, is fighting Abomination or Thunderbolt Ross or whoever the villains are, and she suddenly stops and goes, whew, you'd think I'd be tired by now, but no, I'm just killing time here, wasting time, not having to CG a giant CG animated battle. Funny, right? Ha ha ha. Ha ha. Cut the credits. That is terrible. I'm assuming they're going to do it with a lot more taste. I'm assuming they're going to do it a lot more tastefully than Deadpool 2, because that just got, honestly, that got so graining. It was like, please just stop. We get it. We get it. You can talk to us. We get it. Okay. Like, you got to find a balance, and I'm hopeful they will, but you never know. I guess we'll see how this works. For all we know, maybe she's talking to, I don't know, the Watcher. That's how she's breaking the fourth wall. But it's a wait-and-see approach.